Hey folks, I'm here to share a quick little shop tip with you today. Uh, I've got a Toth Tool barrel installation and removal tool here. If you're building an AK, this should be one of the first things on your list to get. Period. You know, it's almost a must. You can do it without it, but either way, you know if you don't want to add to the cost of your build, I understand that, but how much is your stress level worth? You know, I mean, it's well worth it to me. I fought for 2 days on the press trying to get this thing head spaced. The press worked absolutely wonderful to press the barrel in the trunnion, but when I tried to head space it, it would start to bind up and shoot past where I needed it. I went in, ordered Toth Tool barrel installation and removal tool. It was $80 plus shipping. Well worth it. It runs smooth. I head spaced it within 10 minutes once I got it set up. Everything was great. Either way, having said all that, if you've ever tried to run a nut on all thread by hand, you know how frustratingly time consuming it seems. You know, I mean, it's a pain in the butt. It's simple, it's cheap to do it by hand, but you know, if you're in a hurry to do something, or you know, if you're like me and you're a lazy bastard that's always looking for an easier way to do something, today my brain was actually firing on all cylinders, and this came to me. It may be new idea, it may be not, I don't know, new to me. But you know, unfortunately, I hate to have to admit this, but it has taken me 45 years to finally be smarter than a nut in a bolt. So, having said that, also, instead of running this by hand, you know, if you've got any length of time, any length of travel to go with a nut onto all thread, you know it's a pain in the butt. Well, I take a deep well socket now and run it on there. And I've got a die grinder, a pneumatic die grinder with a sanding wheel, sanding drum mandrel without the sanding drum on it. It's just a little old rubber grommet there. Either way, you can take that thing on there like that. There it is. Look how quick that was. To run it off, just go the opposite direction. You got to hold your grinder, or you know, I'm sure this will work with a cordless drill, Dremel, any rotary style tool that you can make contact with it. But as long as you hold hold the angle on there just right, the rotation will try to push the socket down onto the nut, but it actually spins it to where it is unscrewing it. This is absolutely the most wonderful thing I've come up with in the last at least 48 hours.